there is a big difference between sitting down with somebody and just saying, okay, let's just be wise with your money. There's a whole nother getting into it like you're talking about, where it's like, no, wait, let's actually sit down and look at, okay, how can we save money over here? How can we reap benefits over here? How can we save you tax savings over here? Like, that's where the big picture comes in of, hey, like, we can do all these little things that in the end make a big difference. It's not just, okay, well, let's just take this sum of money and let's just invest it. There's a lot more to it. And I think that's where the nerding out really does pay big dividends. Give me one more example of just, along those lines of something that you think, wow, this is something really cool that we have a chance to do that may not be rocket science, but in the end, it really helps them get where they need to go.
I'll share one quick thing that just popped into my head real fast was when it comes to charitable planning, for instance. So something we're super passionate about is the charitable planning, helping people give a whole lot of money away in tax efficient ways, and that coincides with estate planning and tax planning, investment, retirement planning. They all work together. But a neat thing that people can do is when they've got highly appreciated assets, so if they've got, just take very simply a mutual fund that's up a lot, they can take that and actually give that away and avoid paying taxes on those gains, but also get the same fair market value deduction they would if they, took $50,000 and gave it to the charity. They could take a $50,000 mutual fund and give it to a donor advised fund, for instance, avoid the capital gains tax and also give a whole lot away. And so there's some just really cool, I want to say simple, but there is some complexity to it, but some really cool planning things like that, just real, that can make a massive difference, not just for the client, again, from a tax standpoint, but in this instance, with a nonprofit organization, could make a massive impact. And so that's just a small thing. Brian, sorry, I think I jumped in there quick.
That was awesome.
Charitable giving, yeah, that's the right answer. Just charitable giving. There are a few strategies, but charitable giving is the right one. The other one, just to mention really quickly, is gifting directly out of your IRA instead of giving cash. Once you hit age 70 and above, you're able to give directly out of your IRA and just not pay income taxes on those distributions, which is it's a huge deal. I mean, it really is, because so many folks, like Chris said, are giving just cash out of pocket, which isn't bad. Obviously the key is the goal, but we'd love to maximize it from a tax perspective so that either you're keeping more money in your pocket or the nonprofit that you're passionate about is going to receive more money. However you want to look at it, the only one that's missing out is the IRS, and we don't speak to too many people who, shed too many tears over that. So the last thing I'll say too is, we were talking about the market environment, and we saw the decline, and Chris talked through the silver linings there. I think we were talking about the volatility, and it's all theoretical until it actually happens to you. I've actually spoken with a couple of clients that are nearing retirement, and now that the market's come back up, they've kind of had that, that slap to the face of the decline. And now is a great time for folks that are looking at potentially using the money in a shorter period of time. Now is the right time to look at potentially getting a little bit more conservative, because the time that everybody wants to do it is when the market goes down 30%. But hey, now it's come back up. It's a good time to reevaluate your goals, reevaluate your timeline, and say, hey, I might be closer to using this than I want to, and I don't want to see my portfolio decline like I just saw it decline 3 or 4 months ago.